Hello there, Riderflex Nation. Steve Urban here with more. Well, actually, you know what? I was going to say with more career advice and job interviewing tips, which is my standard opening line. But today's tip is for the hiring managers themselves. Yeah, the hiring managers within the companies. I want to just share with you my thoughts on the hiring process, specifically the timeline and the interviewing process for the candidates. My general advice is this: when you see a great candidate early on, make a decision, pull the trigger, go for it, hire them, get them in the building. So often I see hiring managers or companies put candidates through a crazy, super long process because they've convinced themselves that if they make candidates go through 25 steps, and they read somewhere, the old saying, hire slow and fire fast. And so they've convinced themselves that they need to be super slow in the hiring process and make the candidate jump through 3 rings, 4 rings of fire to get the job. I'm telling you right now, I just don't agree with most of that. I'm not saying meet a candidate and make them an offer the same day, but really just a quick challenge and a recommendation to hiring managers in general for candidates. If you've met them and your team has met them and they've been to the building a couple of times and you feel good about the candidate and they've already been recommended by a recruiting firm that you've hired, which means, by the way, that same candidate has probably already been through 2 or 3 conversations / interviews with the recruiter. If they've been to your building, they've met you, they've met your team, you feel good, go for it, pull the trigger. Get that candidate in there. You know why? Because if you don't, somebody else will. And that candidate will be gone. And you'll lose your chance to hire them, because great candidates that are considering a move, they're quite often being recruited by a bunch of different people. And you may miss your opportunity. And the other thing that you run the risk of is scaring the candidate by making them think that you as a corporation or you as a hiring manager can't make a decision, or that you're super slow to make decisions, or that there's too much bureaucracy, or that you're not organized. It'll send up all kinds of red flags if you're taking way too long, or the process is cumbersome or messy or super long. It'll throw up red flags to really great candidates, and they will eventually move on, and you'll lose your chance to hire them. So in general, when you see somebody good and you feel good about it in your gut, and you've met them and the recruiter has suggested them and you've checked your references, pull the trigger. Get that candidate in the building before it's too late. And there is my Riderflex tip of the day for hiring managers, the first podcast we've done on tips for hiring managers. As always, folks, you can visit riderflex.com to learn more about us. You can call into our corporate office and send us an email, ask us questions, and we'll help you in any way we can. Our podcast can be heard just about anywhere: iTunes, Google Play, Anchor FM, SoundCloud. Thanks a lot for listening, and have a wonderful day.